So there is a new Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer. Obviously, there would be. They've been teasing it. They've been teasing this shit for months. Like they had a trailer for it, not a trailer for it, but they had like this leaked map of the actual end game map. It's neither confirmed nor denied, really, by Rockstar. It's just that apparently someone that was playtesting the game had designed an actual map and that was leaked. And really, like I think they've been like there've been little like blips of this game for like 3 years. Finally, we get a trailer. The trailer shows nothing. The trailer shows absolutely nothing except that it's going to be released next fall. That's really all you need to know, and that's really all I got from it. There's no gameplay. There's no story. You don't hang on. And the reason why I say that is that you don't know if the game or in the trailer, you don't know if that's gameplay or if that's a cinematic. So I can't really decipher which is which because the game could look like that or it could be a trailer. So I'm not going to say that that's gameplay. But it does look a lot like GTA 5. This is where I get a little bit upset and a little bit worrisome, but as excited as I think I was for The Witcher 3. Now, Red Dead Redemption 2. The trailer is pretty much just all of these shots of these different elements of the game. Like there's an oil field. I think it opens up with this shot on in a forest, and you have, I think, John Marston's crew riding in the plains of Texas as one of the shots. And there's really nothing there in the trailers. And if you recall, GTA 5 had similar elements in some of their trailers. Obviously, I don't remember them showing off any gameplay. Like, it was just these really annoying trailers. Like, I thought there would have been like 30-minute games or gameplay footage because, simply put, it was delayed, I think, twice. They would have done it for the fans. Hopefully it's not delayed and hopefully it's going to be released on time and it's going to be fine. But the trailers look similar to GTA 5. Which brings me to one of the main problems that I'm going to have with the game and that I've had with GTA. I don't necessarily have with GTA 5, but it's more along the lines of GTA Online that I had the problem with. So, Red Dead Redemption, the main flaw that I can see right now is if it pulls the bull crap that GTA Online did. I don't see that happening, but I'm going to go in detail just in case if it does happen. Because Rockstar can be on the fence with some things. Like, it can be really great with having this exploration of GTA 5, right? Like, in GTA 5, I was like, holy crap, this is really cool. I can go on this highway. I can literally drive out to nowhere where you have this community that Trevor lived in. That was literally this meth trailer park city. And then you could go into, the ghettos of Los Santos and these high-end neighborhoods that Franklin was living in. And it was cool to see these different areas of the game. But the problem is, you really couldn't do a lot in those games, if we're being honest, right? Like, I thought that you could really go into all of these skyscrapers and all of these buildings. Granted, the game does look a lot better and you can do a lot more in this game than you could do in GTA 4. But in GTA 5, wasn't really a lot you could do in it. Like, you could do yoga. Who wants to do yoga in a video game? I never did, no. The story has you do the yoga. But I was like, this is dumb. Who wants to do yoga? And it seems like Rockstar had all of these different elements and different crap that was in their game that did not need to be in their game. Like, personally, the car customization was insane. But there was barely any street races. Like, I did street races. I did all the street races. And then after you do all the street races, like, the guy that was setting up the races, he's like, ha! Street races are for posers. Got him! Dirt bikes are where it's at now. Motorcycle races are where it's at. And I'm like, fuck you. That's bullshit. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And once the story, like the side quest missions were great. And they did take cues from Red Dead Redemption, but there wasn't enough in them. And I don't, the weirdest thing of all is that you have this very detailed city of Los Santos, but they don't really use a lot of, like, the monuments, like the observatory. They use that, like, once. And it's so detailed. Like, when the mission itself, where you have to actually go to the observatory, you're driving up the hill to the observatory, because the observatory is on the outskirts of the city, and it's elevated. You start to notice, like, the inside of the observatory is very detailed, as well as the area surrounding it. It's so detailed, and I'm like, well, why not use that? Why not have that in a side quest mission? But the online portion of GTA 5 was despicable. It was terrible. A lot of people, it's way better now, but at launch, it was garbage. For starters, the game was released in it was released September. The online portion of it was released like a month later. What game releases, like, think about it like this. If Call of Duty came out in November and they said, oh, we have to delay the multiplayer for next month, you would be pissed. Because one of the main aspects, if not the main aspect of Call of Duty, is the multiplayer aspect. And the way Rockstar was advertising this game was that you could do all of these heists from the story in the multiplayer or online. That was the main advertisement of their game, and they dropped the ball on that. They dropped it completely, because as soon as the online portion of it was released, it was buggy as shit. There were people's characters being deleted by the game. I remember my character, it got deleted. Luckily, I didn't progress very far, but I was like, this game is buggy. Like, I can't find a game. I can't do anything with the online portion of it. It was ridiculous, and I thought that it was gonna be similar to an MMORPG. Like, you could just do all of these side quest missions. Like, you could sell, drugs if you wanted to. You could rob a bank and stuff like that. You couldn't really do that in the first month. Why not? And it was team deathmatch and kill and not kill, but it was team deathmatch. All of this other crap that I was like, there are other games that do what this game is trying to do, but better. And I had a problem with it. I still have a problem with it. I don't like it. But luckily, they fixed it. Like 2 years after the game was released, they finally implemented the heist. And it's like, whoop-de-fucking-do. 2 years later, you implement one of the main components of your game's online multiplayer into the game. 2 years. I'm gonna give you a slow clap for that, because you deserve that. And it's like, people just were like, yeah, heist, they're in the game. Who gives a damn? The game is 2 years old. They haven't done anything fantastic with it. They haven't done anything new to the game. This isn't anything new. This is something that we've seen 2 years ago. And it's just being implemented into the game. No one else is angry. No one else was mad. And if Rockstar does something like this, if they want to have a multiplayer, if they want to do what they did with the last Red Dead Redemption, I have no problem with it. If there's hunting, no problem. If there's that old, like, Like those old standoffs where like you had where you could challenge a guy if you cheated at poker and you got caught, you could actually challenge him to a duel. You could take this outside of the saloon and you could settle it. Like, man, that if those elements are in the game, I have no problem. I have no grievances. They obviously need to add on to it because the game is 6 years old, but I have no problem if they want to do that. The only problem that I would say with Red Dead Redemption, and I obviously can't like say the game is good or the game looks good or the game is bad or the game looks bad, is because I haven't played it and I haven't seen any gameplay for it and I haven't seen any cinematics for it. Really not a lot I can do. But what I can tell you is that Rockstar has the potential to make this game really good or really bad. And it's based off of their arrogance. Because don't you think that it's a little bit arrogant that they delayed their GTA Online portion and it was buggy as hell? They did give you some money for it, but it was like, okay, this is fine. It's really not anything, but I do have a problem with Rockstar's arrogance. But they do create some pretty damn good games. I can only hope that they show something off at E3. They probably won't. They're Rockstar. They never go to E3. But I'm hoping that there's another date or something like that, that they will show something off. For goodness sake, we need to see something. It's not as if we're just going to stand here and expect goodness if you don't show something off, but I need to see something. I need to see something from Rockstar. It needs to be something good, not something bad. I'm excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm optimistic, but I'm also critical, and I hope you will be as well. Because if this game isn't, if they ruin Red Dead, if they ruin Red Dead Redemption, I'm going to have a problem with it because of the simplicity of the fact that this game was so powerful. Red Dead Redemption, the first one, of course, so powerful. Some people, like myself, teared up at the end. I won't spoil it for you. Teared up at the end. It was such a good game, and we're getting a sequel. And I'm excited for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for it. But I'm a little bit worried. That's where I'm going to leave you. Don't want to say anything else. I don't want it to be misconstrued or misinterpreted. I'm very excited for the game. I'm a little bit worried about some things. This has been 24. Have a fantastic day. Remember to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe for more. Tomorrow, I will be facing my demons. I will make a video about Mafia 3. I don't even want to talk about it. Until then, I'll see you next time. Have a fantastic day.